November 6th, 2025. I click on this video because of the thumbnail, that's why.
I was looking on Google Maps and I found something crazy. So if you go just above LA and then keep zooming in, zoom in a little more, and you see this big open lot. But wait,
Right.
zoom in a little bit more, and then it says help, 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 all over the ground. It looks like it's a dump yard, and if you keep going here,
Really, help. This is actually Google Maps, y'all, for real?
a giant help. That's more than one help. It's multiple helps. And if you zoom in over here, it says Trafico, which means traffic in Spanish. And it says LAPD,
Really?
federal, and help. So what exactly is going on here? Like, it looks like there's a bunch of abandoned cars here and just a dump yard. Like, is there somebody trapped in here? Are they underground? They would have had to come to the surface to write help big enough so that it can be spotted in satellite images. Somebody took a street view photo of the help, and it looks like it's made of logs or some kind of construction material. If somebody took those giant pieces of metal or log and assembled them to spell out help, do you think they really need help? So this went viral.
It could be, or they just want to attract attention.
And people started wondering, like, is somebody getting trafficked? Is somebody stuck? Are they holding people hostage
I don't know.
in this area? So LAPD actually looked into this and said that there is no evidence of a crime. So did somebody just do it as a joke? Apparently, the truth of this situation is actually kind of wild. Apparently, some random homeless person has been trespassing in this area and arranging the objects to spell out help. So after they investigated, they found out that nobody here actually needs help. But the guy who made these messages definitely needed attention. And now he's got it. This is another crazy thing that was spotted on Google Maps. Well, you pull up to a McDonald's drive-thru, and wait a second, keep going through the drive-thru. Wait, how are they getting this footage? Is the Google Maps car on top of the cars in the drive-thru? How did they capture this? But anyways, they zoomed in, and then
Right.
wait a second, you could see somebody's hand paying at the McDonald's drive-thru.
What?
Yeah, I mean, technically it's a floating hand. Kind of looks like a ghost. Who said ghosts don't like McChickens? Now, I'd be dead ordering McFlurry too. I just found one of the saddest Google Map stories on the internet. And if you guys want to hear it, go ahead and smash that like button and I'll tell you. So this guy's grandpa passed away a few years ago. And it's so sad because they didn't get to say goodbye to him. But wait, they found out that Google Maps actually drove through his farm and they wanted to see it. So they went on Google Maps. They were going through the streets and got to Grandpa's farm. But wait a second. When you get to the end, where the road ends, if you look closely at the house, zoom in right there. That is his grandpa sitting right there in front of the house.
What? That's crazy.
Guys, this is so sad. Now whenever you miss Grandpa, you could just go visit his house anytime on Google Maps and he'll be there. Like nothing ever happened. This girl also shared an image of her dad, who passed away a few years ago, and he's standing outside of their house and waving at the Google Maps car. Oh, okay, I know it's sweet, but why is he parked on the lawn like that? I don't care if that's your
know.
house. That parking
Hang on, y'all. I'm back, y'all.
illegal. How is there a street view of the Sahara Desert? Do they got the Google Maps cars driving through the entire desert? Google exposed their secrets from the shadows. And by shadow, I mean that there's literally the Google Maps camera on a camel's back to take a street view of the desert. Isn't that crazy? I hope Google paying that camel good. I mean, he's hard at work. And they actually have it in several photos of this camel walking around with a 3D camera on its back. Here it is.
Wow.
It's low-key kind of ridiculous, but somebody's got to do it. That camel has a job that he must do. Like, imagine being stranded out in the desert, and then a camel rolls by with a 3D camera on his back. That's definitely giving Mirage. There are some crazy things that were spotted on Google
Well, I can't remember that a person. Several of them may be a person. I don't know you seen that.
Maps. And this one is really creepy. Like, it literally gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Let me see.
Google Maps actually captured a moment where a killer was hiding a body in the back of his car. So this happened in Tahueco, Soria. And the odds of this happening and being caught on camera are literally 1 in a million. Like, what are the chances that they caught this guy in 4K putting a body in his trunk? I can't believe this is actually real. But fortunately, they found him and he was arrested. A lot of people want to be performative when the Google Maps car drives by. This guy did the first
Is
thing
there actually a Google Maps card? Well, I'm looking at this.
that came to
Give me a Google Maps credit card.
was mine and held up a stray cat like a little sacrifice. Or it doesn't have to be a sacrifice. It could be like Simba. Look, Google Maps, I have a cat offering for you. Wow,
No.
very nice. Little did he know millions of people were gonna see this. There has been this trend on the internet where people lie outside on their driveway pretending to be dead to prank the Google Maps car. And then wait a second, they found it. Zoom in. Let's see that street view. Did it actually work? Oh my goodness, there he is. Billy Bob passed out on the front driveway. Oh, and then this guy, I didn't even realize Dad holding the shovel and the axe. Like, bro, the police station is gonna find this footage and be like, uh-oh, a crime has happened at this house. Somebody's gonna report it. And then they'll find this video and be like, oh, homicide or viral TikTok? You never know these
I don't know.
days. You know, speaking of things that people do in front of this car, you know, pose, play dead. This guy actually got hit by the Google Maps car. Let's watch the video. And it was actually caught on Google Maps. So you can go there, zoom in, and on the street view, you see the guy on the motorcycle, right? Hold on, get closer.
Okay.
The car is coming. Oh, he's literally right in front of the car. Bro tried to get hit on purpose. Like, you see the car coming. Maybe Google will pay me out a fat check if I get hit by it. Okay, well, he did get hit by it. There goes his foot. Hey, did his shoe fly off? But where is this guy's shoes? Where is his shoes? Is he riding a motorcycle barefoot? Anyways, the helmet popped off. Bro is on the floor. Bro is nowhere to be seen. Oh, there it is. There's the shoe. Okay, but where is he? Zoom in forward. Maybe the dust will settle. You know, the car is driving by. Bro just disappeared into thin air. Where is he? You know, the only thing that remains is the shoe. Was there a driver in that car? If so, he's probably like, I think I ran over something.
So sick of this shiz. Have you seen the
Look at your face, really. I'm back, y'all.
Is the shoe. Was there a driver in that car? If so, he's probably like, I think I ran
I just charged my phone earlier. Now I'm gonna charge my phone again. Well, making these videos and all that like that. What's gonna happen?
over something. You know, I recently found out there are literally only 20 stealth bombers in the world. And this one was caught mid-flight on the Google Maps. So they screenshot it and whoa, bro, are those things supposed to be like invisible? You know, if the sky is missing a few pixels, it's probably a stealth bomber. That is the coolest looking thing I've ever seen. If I was a man, stealth bombers would be my special interest. So speaking of stealth bombers, somebody also found another one on Google Maps. And there's like a bunch of emergency vehicles around it. So like, what happened here? Did it crash? Did it stop working? It's not on the runway or the road. Like, is it emergency recovery? Did somebody die? Did the plane malfunction? Anyway, this accident looks very expensive. Because how much does a stealth bomber cost? They're about $2 billion per aircraft. Billion with a B. That's crazy. Now, if you're ever wondering the difference between Apple Maps and Google Maps, we're about to see some crazy things. Because this is what the White House looks like on Apple Maps. It literally is 3D. But Google Maps is flat. Where's the house? That looked like a building pad. It looked like the sheet of a sheet cake after the cake has already been eaten. Why is it so flat? Apple Maps low-key looks so much better. You know, a lot of people would make fun of me for using Apple Maps. They're like, use Google Maps. Google Maps is so much better. I'm like, no, it's not. You know, maybe I shouldn't say this, but the directions to my house do not show up on Google Maps. So any of my friends who use Google Maps, they're like, where is the house? It led me to like an open lot. Like, what? Do you live in this little hole in the ground? I'm like, no, you literally have to use Apple Maps. It'll show you like the right way to get there. I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm biased. You know, how embarrassing would it be to get caught in a bike crash on Google Maps? Like, they checked the street view, and then this guy is on the bike, right? Okay, keep going. There's another guy on a bike, but wait a second. There's an intersection. They don't see each other on either side of the building. And then zoom forward. Oh, they have crashed each other. Little bike accident. You know, they both got distracted by the Google Maps vehicle. They're just like, oh, look, wow, cool. And then, you know, the Google Maps car makes you do some crazy things when it drives by. This guy Chris posted this heartwarming story on Twitter, and he said, whenever I went out and took a long time to come back, my mom would wait for me at the door or the window. I think out of worry. When I'm really missing her a lot, I open Google Maps and look at this photo of her waiting for me to arrive. May you have a happy Mother's Day. Oh my God, I'm not crying. You are. That's so sad. And then his mom is there, forever immortalized in the Google Maps, just waiting outside the door, waiting for you to come home. That is so heartwarming. Damn, it's just a Google Maps car. He was waiting outside his window in a horse mask. Let's see if the car actually captured this. Okay, zoom into his house, do the street view. Oh my goodness, there he is!
Oh my God.
Because it's not a human face, it didn't blur it. Yeah, horse okay, human not okay. Bro, perfectly timed this. I found it. What did you find on the Google Maps. They zoom in, keep zooming in, and then do the street view. Oh, those some gorgeous green hills. Oh, wait, it's literally the desktop background. He found it in real life. Wow, but from the cave view, they got.
Well, that's what my computer had for its background. From my computer, I forgot that cave thing. I forgot from my back the back wallpaper.
Be a cave somewhere around there. But anyways, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
See you, Sniper.
If you did, make sure to hit that like button and the peace and subscribe to the Wolf Pack. Oh, I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh, crap, I didn't do that. Okay, hang on. Bye, y'all. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.